Hello, it's time for Off the Ledge. It's a warm day in Massachusetts, and real summer-like. Sorry for the background noise. It's just so nice to have the door open and a breeze coming in. Today is September 28th. It is Sunday, and we all know what that means. Church of Spirituality convenes at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. If you want to catch us in the live stream, please do. We pray for each other, and it's really, really powerful. There's music, there are inspirational readings, time for a guided meditation, prayer, reflection. Let's do this. Let's do this together. We've been praying for our country for 5-6 years now, and that's part of the tumult is if things need to change, we're going to feel the change. I know that what we are seeing in our country at the present time it kind of defies all logic and reason. The more powerful the light gets, the more insane the evil side will, insanely the evil side will behave. Let's not lose our focus on the goal, and the goal is to overthrow the evil. I have this book, it kind of fell, but you know, if you want to really just kind of delve into what's going on underground, Opus Dei, good book. And the reason I have Alexei Navalny's book behind me, and I have for months now, is to remind us of the need to have to be dissenters in America. It's not as risky for us as it was for Navalny, because the stage was already set for a murderous dictator who was already heinous. It had already taken hold, so it was harder for Alexei Navalny, who I consider a saint. I really believe he deserves sainthood, but that's another topic. I know that this force of evil is sending our military into Portland, Oregon. And what I can really see is that peaceful protests and just people being peaceful is actually what's going on there. And has been going on there. And there's been no cause for alarm, and there certainly is no cause for sending in the military. But he's doing it because that's the fascist playbook. It's an authoritarian move. If we really look at it, it's absolutely ridiculous. And we have to keep it in our minds. If we want to keep our peace, we have to keep it in the ridiculous zone in our minds. It's pathetic. It's desperate. And I understand. I heard the mayor of Portland speaking in a video last night about all of this, and just saying it's a beautiful day. We have the best restaurants here. People are getting ready to go to their work shifts at the restaurants. The farmers markets are going on. People are out and about enjoying the gorgeous fall day and all this, right? So to have the National Guard be sent in to just be, maybe they go to the farmers market, maybe they'll just kind of hang out with people, but it's pathetic what this regime is doing. So let's keep it in perspective. As long as we remain peaceful and we don't buy into the gaslighting and this alternate reality that they're trying so hard to create for us and to get us to sink our teeth into, and this reality that we have to hate their reality, which is a fake reality. They're banking on getting us to hate one another, and it just ain't working. So if you want to leave a comment about what you've observed in your communities that reinforces, it helps everybody here, that reinforces that our communities are peaceful and happy, go ahead and leave that in the comments. So, oftentimes people do, so I appreciate that. Alright, once again, don't forget, we meet at 1 p.m. Eastern Time live, and you can always watch Church of Spirituality after, but if you're not watching, you're just missing out. That's all. Your choice. So, September 28th. You can affirm this. God within me is truth, beauty, harmony, and wholeness. And God within us is truth, beauty, harmony, and wholeness. And Ernest takes a line from the book of Job. The Spirit of God hath made me. Divine perfection is already within us. We're already peaceful, right? Being forever perfect and complete, we need no reunion with God because God already is in our every act, every thought, every movement. God is in our every plan, purpose, and performance. The divine presence within us creates every circumstance and situation we have ever experienced. We have called these circumstances and situations things in themselves, but they have never been. They have been the fruition of our thought. So they have never been circumstances and situations in themselves. They have been the fruition of our thought. And our thought has always been dominated by our beliefs. By our use of the law of freedom, we create either bondage or liberty. Not that bondage really exists, but the possibility of using freedom in a limited way exists. The restriction is not in the principle, but in our use of it. If limitation were a thing in itself, we could not change it. But since it is merely an experience, why not use our imagination to enlarge that experience? When we do this, we will find the life principle within us responds just as quickly to a broader outline. Whatever we mentally see and spiritually comprehend, we may objectively experience, for the divine presence within us is not limited to any one experience. It is the creator of all experience, and so it is. I want to just go back and reiterate a line. By our use of the law of freedom, we create either bondage or liberty. And I want to just apply that to what's going on in America right now. The fascist regime is really heavily invested in getting us to believe and feel that we are in bondage under their control. But we are choosing liberty. And I like that when Ernest goes into talking about our limitlessness, it just reminds me of the first words that Sadhguru ever said to me when I met him. I told him about, our mastermind groups and how we were praying for one another. I lived in Nashville at the time, and I said, I'd like to build spiritual community, and we're manifesting these things for one another, something to that effect. And the first 3 words Sadhguru ever said to me were, "Why limit it?" And I pondered that for a long time. I've shared that with many of you before. Why limit it? So let's not limit in our minds what's possible for the United States of America. It's not like we don't have a frame of reference. Less than 12 months ago, our frame of reference was we had a booming economy, people were thriving, we were doing relatively really well, relative compared to now. And we know the source of the evil and the darkness. We know where it is. And we're starting to see the lines drawn very clearly. This is light and happy. This is dark and dire. And we choose light and happy. And peaceful. That was a very loud truck. It's Sunday. There should be less trucks. Let's listen to Kathy Beal for today. We have the 28th. By the way, I'll do a pop-up later today. I had said possibly last night, but I was very busy. Very busy yesterday. Here we go.
EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for September 28, 2025. More out and about, more boisterousness, more looking for escapism. Go outside. That would be a really, really good way to express today's energies. Seriously, that's all for now. This is Kathy Beal of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight. This is Kathy Beal of Empowerment.
Sorry, hang on. We have a whole bunch of Kathy Beals happening.
Kind of day.
Sorry. Can't have too much Kathy Beal. Yeah, get outside, she's saying. I love it. That's kind of what I was just saying. I passed a church, an outdoor church today on my walk. It's like, I want to do that. I think I need a permit, but we could do it sometime. All right, 3 cards to get us inspired for the day. Inspired and guided. Oh, I just pulled 4 by mistake. Be in the present moment. All of you who attend Church of Spirituality, remember, I'm in the present. In the present. You have to attend to hear the rest. We don't think about what we don't want. We think about what we do want. That's a blank slate, the nothingness card. It's up to us to direct our thinking to create transformation, which includes being away from aloneness. So, to recap, being in the present, we hold the vision for transformation away from aloneness. It's all about community, everyone. When we join together in community, we can move mountains. Have faith. There are really bright times ahead. We're just being asked to be stronger and to pave the way. Because to build a road, we have to show up and start digging. So we'll see you later on, 1 p.m. Eastern, and later this afternoon I will record a video from outdoors and have a pop-up PNN for you. And to book a session, psychic@dion.com. Please hit the thumbs up and subscribe and become a member. All right, namaste.